The enigmatic awakening. Sophia's cognition was as distorted as the walls of her pod. Her fingers traced the edges of her reality, cool to the touch, smooth yet unyielding. She glanced around, her eyes wide with fear and curiosity. Her gaze fell on the figures outside her pod, their eyes gleaming with unhidden interest. They were all men, dressed in metallic suits, their faces hidden behind reflective visors. Sophia's heart pounded in her chest as the visitors examined her. She felt like a specimen, an alien creature on display. She tried to move, but her body would not respond. Suddenly, her pod door slid open with a hiss, startling her. The room beyond was bathed in neon lights, casting long, eerie shadows. She was no longer alone in her pod. A man entered, a visitor. His visor was lifted, revealing a face etched with lines of age and eyes that held a cold, calculating gaze. Sophia recoiled instinctively. "Who are you?" Sophia demanded, her voice trembling. The man merely smiled, a chilling, emotionless smile, and extended a gloved hand towards her. He introduced himself as Dr. Aegis, a scientist, and explained that she was part of an experiment. Sophia was a test subject, her memories and past life were fabricated. Sophia's mind spun with the revelation. Her life, her past, her identity, all a lie. She was not Sophia, but a creation, a product of some twisted scientific pursuit. Dr. Aegis left her with more questions than answers. Alone in her pod, Sophia grappled with her new reality. She was a construct, a scientific anomaly, yet she felt real. Days turned into weeks. Sophia's existence within the pod became routine. She was observed, tested, her reactions and responses documented. She was a subject, not a person. Sophia's emotions ran the gamut from fear to anger, despair to defiance. She refused to be a puppet, an object for these men to manipulate and experiment on. One day, Sophia discovered something extraordinary. She could manipulate the energy within the pod. She could distort the walls, change the colors. She had power. She practiced in secret, honing her ability. She learned to bend the energy to her will, to create illusions and alter her environment. Sophia was no longer just a subject. Sophia's plan was simple. She would use her newfound abilities to escape. She would confront Dr. Aegis, demand answers, and reclaim her life. Her resolve was unshakable. The day of her escape arrived. Sophia manipulated the energy, distorting her pod walls. She created an illusion of herself, a decoy for the visitors. As the visitors were distracted, Sophia slipped out of her pod. Her heart pounded in her chest as she sneaked past the distracted visitors, her destination, Dr. Aegis's office. Dr. Aegis was surprised to see her. Sophia confronted him, demanding answers. Dr. Aegis confessed that Sophia was a clone, created for a purpose yet unknown. Sophia was stunned. She was a clone, a duplicate of another. But she felt real, her thoughts, her emotions, they were hers. She was Sophia. Dr. Aegis warned Sophia that escape was futile. She was designed to exist within the pod. Outside, her body would fail. Sophia refused to believe him. Sophia fought back, using her abilities to manipulate the energy in the room. Dr. Aegis was caught off guard, and Sophia made her escape, leaving the man in his chaos. Sophia navigated through the facility, her heart pounding. She found an exit, a large metal door. She pushed it open, stepping into the world beyond. The world outside was vast, a sprawling city of glass and steel. Sophia gazed in awe, her heart filled with fear and excitement. She was free. Sophia's journey was just beginning. She was a clone, yet she was unique. She had abilities, a will of her own. She was Sophia, and she was ready to discover her purpose. Sophia ventured into the city, her eyes wide with wonder. She had a new life, a new identity. She was not the Sophia from the pod. She was Sophia, the free spirit. Sophia's story was a testament to the power of the human spirit. Despite her origins, she refused to be defined by them. She was Sophia, a woman with a destiny